And we're live from the woods. I'm your host, Umami Bee, and today I'm here with none other than Bay Area legend LaRussell. LaRussell, welcome to the show. Okay, first it's the iconic laugh for me. This is actually one of my questions.
Right.
Your laugh is in so many of your songs.
Right.
Tell me, how is this coming to be? Is it just like you're in the studio, you're laughing, and it's like coming out, or?
Yeah. I mean, I can't help when I laugh. When shit funny happen, I gotta laugh.
Okay.
And sometimes it's not even a laughter of like, it's funny comedically. Sometimes it's like, man, it's funny. I'm this good. You know? Like, that's how I be feeling after I come out the booth. It just be like, nigga. You know? And I get to look at my homies and it's like,
I love
right?
that. I love the confidence. And I also, love that you have different sides of your music too, right? There's like the side of you that's like, I'm the rapper. I'm from, they call it the V, right?
Yeah.
The V.
Something like that.
You don't call it that?
Yeah. Occasion. Yeah, I call it the V. When you said it, it was like,
Was it because, it's funny, I've actually been told I need to slang it up at times because I didn't have like.
Yeah, you said it like the didn't have an A. It was like THE instead of THA.
Oh, I see. I said the V, and it's supposed to be like the V.
Right. THEVEE. That was yours.
Okay, I love it. Do you ever have people like that you can sense are like around, like trying to get around you for the wrong reason?
Yeah. There's no such thing as the wrong reason. Everyone just has a different reason. Right?
But what about if it's for the need for attention?
I don't think that's a wrong reason. I think certain people need attention. I think certain people thrive and blossom because they receive the proper attention that they just never got.
So you have like this side to you in your music where you're having fun, you're talking about yourself as a rapper, but then you also have this other side to you where you got your emotions going. Yeah. And especially in the song that we just heard you perform, can you tell me about the emotions behind the lyrics for that song?
I think the lyrics kind of explain the emotion better than I can.
Okay. So for you it's like a flow.
When I'm writing music, I'm like a sink with broken handles. Like, it just comes until it's like, that's it. The water, the well is empty.
The well has a plethora to pull from, it sounds like.
There's a lot of water in there.
That's a lot of water in it. The well probably leads to the ocean, yeah? Yup.
The ocean refills the well. You know, when you like, nobody I've ever assisted in my life or in my journey could pay me back. You know? Like, I have to get that from the universe. The ocean fills the well. That's what it just made me think.
I want to know about how you found your sound, and did it take you time?
My sound found me through time. I think that's the only way it works. I had an iteration of myself that was every artist that I loved at whatever time. I tried to sound like Kendrick. I tried to sound like Chance. I tried to sound like Cole, Drake, Mick Jenkins, Dom Kennedy. I remember all of my phases as an artist just going through. And all those phases made me like get better. And because I could never do what they did, I could only do what I could do. And actually, I think that's what creates your sound when you get to a point where you can only do the things that you could do. Big black truck outside, that's not a live. Why would I spend my life with you? Get a grip. I like North Face coats and good books. I made it hear all songs and good hoods. Leave around me for a day. She took preheat the 355. I'm finna good. Gaga 3000. She a demon. Black man, no chains. I'm a freeman. Went to sleep and woke up rich. Thought I was dreaming. Took my ass back to sleep. I wasn't dreaming. 10 days in the Northwest. I'm on a run. On arrival. Wall huns. Black leggings. Bread out. All buns. If I hit out the park, I'll run live. life from the 206. That shit slap, nigga. Who made this? Toe? Still, of course. Overkill. Dead, of course. Have you ever seen a dog on a horse? Have you ever seen a south up north? Have you ever seen a house on a porch? I'm out in Guerneville, of course. Of course. Of course. Lately, I be judging some of my things because I've been making a lot more candy, but like just
What do you mean
how
by
it's
candy?
like songs that are sweeter.
Mm.
You know, like you have a Do That Little Dance and a 20 Shots and a Proud Boys, and then you have a Live from the 206 and a Blockchain. You know, like, and those are like more candy than Song Cry and shit like that. But even in terms of the candy, like I'm finding new ways to do it. It's like this isn't candy you have tasted before, but I'm always in my mind on if I'm doing that or not because I want to continue to expand as an artist, but I also I don't like to put a filter on the water. Whatever comes out the faucet, I'm gonna try to embrace, and then I just keep making better water as it go. I be having to remember that everyone is multifaceted.
Mm.
Like everyone's turned up and chill. Not all of us, but the ones that are. It's like you have every side of a human. No one walks around one way.
A lot of creative people tend to have more than one creative skill. Do you have other skills that cultivate your music career?
Definitely. All of them. All of them are intertwined. It's like if you chop wood for a living, you naturally are good with an axe.
Mm.
Like whether it's wood there or not, you probably could do things that you just it just comes through the process. So for me, everything that I pursue enhances my creativity. And you could feel it. Like you ever do something and after you could feel that you're like open. Like after I play tennis or if I get a good jog, ride my bike, I could feel like the rim is just bigger in life.
Speaking of bigger, you've been getting bigger and bigger, and the fame has come along with this thing that you like to do. How have you adjusted to that fame, and what point were you like, here we are?
Um, every day I'm like, here we are.
Damn.
Nothing comes as a surprise, but it's also still like you can never get acclimated to what's unnatural. Is everyone's norm different or is there one norm? And this is unnormal, which is why it's always kind of conflicting. Like, I don't think you could be famous in any regard and not be kind of conflicted with it.
Mm. But you are one of those people who came to that point at a gradual moment. Some people are born into fame because of who their parents
Mm,
are, right?
right.
So that their idea of normal, that's normal to them. But
Mm, right.
you came into this. This is something that would say you earned, right? You
Right.
put the work in to make this happen. And the way I see it is you were doing what you love so hard that people followed that love, right?
It's a natural response.
To not, and that's how it should be, right?
I
One,
just want to honor you really quick for backpedaling up this incline. That's different work.
who were your icons for music growing up?
Um, Kanye West,
Kanye.
Andre 3000,
Oh,
Eminem, Dre, Tupac, Snoop, 50 Cent, DMX, Hove, Cole, Kendrick, Drake, all of them. Everybody who ever made a great song.
and would you say that there was any advice that you received from one person or just in general that changed your mindset to help achieve this journey?
Hovain, before he passed, he sent me a text. He said, "It was God's plan. It was my will."
Mm.
Yeah.
And you feel you live that too.
He put what I already felt into like perspective, like a saying. There's still a bunch of things that I have to do to make it happen, but this is a path that was already granted for me. You feel me? So, cause sometimes sometimes I'll get big in my head where I'll just credit everything but me. And then some days I'm so big in my head, I'll credit everything but me. You feel me?
Oh wow. That's so interesting. The path was already granted for you. Like you were born into this life and this was the path and you felt that deeply. It was not a shock or surprise to you.
No. Like, it still be like moments where it's like this shit crazy, but after we always be like this shit crazy, we always be like, but it's not. Yeah,
Okay.
bye. Two.
So
Like a unicycle? One?
this is like the main question I've been wanting to ask.
Niggas are how you saying tricycle. Come on.
Main question I wanted to ask is about rap and hip hop in general and how that genre literally originated as a place for Black people to speak about what they were going through. And so I feel like now we hear rap and hip hop from people who may not have had a struggle, but still rap about the struggle as a almost a form of mimicry, right? For
Yeah.
the genre.
Right?
How do you feel about that? Or what would you say to people who are rapping about a struggle when they don't really have one?
I think for every great painter, there's a counterfeit painter that recreates all of his paintings, but not through their own ideology or ideas or mine. They're just doing what they seen the great painter do.
People need to
And if
be
no one's
inspired.
willing to follow you, you probably aren't doing nothing worth following. Right? No one follows the losers. Like you only want to follow people who's winning.
Right,
People are like, I want to be like Michael Jordan because he wins.
right.
No one's like, I want to be like the guy who sits in the 10th slot on the bench. You know?
Right. Yeah.
So
But to
in a
that
way, it
same,
is flattering.
are there points in your career where you felt like you had made something, or there's specific songs where you're like, this is it, like this elevated me?
In 2019, I started writing a lot of like R&B for the
Really?
homies and for myself. And I made a lot of songs during that period that just I got to see fans react to that weren't fans of me, but just fans of my art because they didn't know I was behind it yet.
How does it come to you? How do the words come? Is it in a flow state? Is it one day when you're walking down the street in a
It come
dream?
through production for me. Like I gotta hear beat. Like a beat for me is a canvas to begin painting.
I love that. Beat is the canvas to paint. I love that. So speaking of great beats, you had some pretty sick collabs with some of my childhood favorites, namely E40. How
Yeah.
was that moment when you got to sit in the studio with him and make that music?
Legendary.
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 Cause it was like a higher level of what I witnessed me do with my homies coming up. Like we were just in his crib chilling. It wasn't hell of us. It's just me, him, and Feek, and we chopping it up and riding, and we go in the backyard and look at it. And it was just like I do this at home. I do this at home too, you know. And he just reminded me of like the power in that. He's like, man, all of my biggest hits for the most part came out this room. This the same room. He stuck to his grind and his path, and this how he knocked it down, and it happened.
How did he find you? Or how did you find him?
He tapped in on IG and just showed love early, and then I met him for the first time in person at the Again shoot with Pilo.
With Pilo.
Yep,
Yeah,
with Pilo.
This so happens to be one person I do know.
Right,
Very nice.
right. So yeah, we met there, and then we just kind of been chopping and building. He did a record for me early, and then I did a record for him, and I sent another record, and
So you did that shit again.
you heard. The numbers represent nothing but something has happened, and it should be no deeper than that
Okay.
ever. You know,
Especially when you're
I
mental
be
health.
trying to get myself out of the point of like being celebratory because of them, but I'm also like, I also want to celebrate because for me, my number reflects I made something happen,
Yeah.
right? Like I know the backing of it, but if you don't know the backing of a number, You can't make that would be an assumption. But for me, it's like I had to do it, so I know why it's there.
Right.
Yaya told me something really dope the other day. She's like, in life, it's not supposed to like the same people aren't supposed to be there throughout your life, your entire life. Like imagine having the same teacher for all of school.
That's the saying goes. Some people come into your life for a reason, some for a season, right? You know, it's like, where are you at in your season? What kinds of people are going to stick around for all your seasons?
I could feel every time you about to try to get a bar off, and it's so like you got like that pre-bar, and it's like it's coming after you got to just do this, just do this after each word.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't have anything that keeps me going. I just don't have nothing that could stop me.
But it's almost like that.
Could you jot that note, please? Years ago, I used to always say, when I pass away, all I want is for when someone types in LaRussell on Google, a quotes page pop up, because all the great philosophers in the world, it happens. If you type
You're
their
a
name,
philosopher.
yeah, I'm definitely a philosopher.
You're a philosopher of this era, because that's how I look at myself too. Well, thank you. I'm obviously not from the Bay. If you couldn't tell by the way I pronounced the word the. Could you tell me, or at least teach me some Bay Area slang so that the next time I'm there, like I sound with it?
I be using my own slang.
What's your favorite?
Mixed with Bay slang. Yee is like my favorite. I love a good yee. You heard is my new one.
Wait, what is yee just like a term of excitement?
Yee is multifaceted. Yee is multifaceted.
Tell me.
Yee could really get you anywhere. You know, you could be in multiple situations and yee works.
I feel like I have the lock and key yee to now just go to the Bay. I'm just like, yee.
That's the thing, right? That's the thing. Like the yee key card is like a hand thing though. So it's like you gotta put your hand on there and the hand is like not recognized. You feel me?
I see.
It don't have the same effect. It don't have the same effect, you know?
Okay. So I'll stick to my. What about hella? Is that still Bay Area? That's a hella good answer.
Even when I was a little kid on my birthday, when they say make a wish, I didn't never make one.
Really?
No, I didn't have nothing to wish for. Like I wasn't.
Like,
I've never been a wishful person. Like if I want it, I'm gonna go get it. And like manifestation is one of those things that, as you get older, you finally get a word for it. But it's just some shit like I'm not always hyper intentional about it. It's just since I was a kid, I've been writing.
That's actually what it is. And not to say that I'm an expert on this, but friends have told me in the past that I'm a master manifester. An idea could stay in your head till you die, no one ever see it.
Mm-hmm.
The moment you decide to speak it, that's one step. The universe can then acknowledge what you thought. Step 2, you physically put it into the world by writing it down. Of course the universe recognized that. It's like, oh, there it is. This is what you asked for. That's the difference between wishing in your head and putting it into the universe.
Can
we get a high squat? Hey. Okay, Simon. We're gonna shift gears a little bit, and I've got a game for you. Since we're in the woods, I thought we should play Would You Rather. I'm gonna ask you a set of questions, and you just tell me which one you'd rather do. Would you rather collab with Tupac or Biggie?
Oh, I'm going with Pop.
Ooh, why?
It's Pop.
Enough said. Okay, would you rather have $5 million or 5 million followers?
5 million followers.
Ooh, why?
If I got 5 million followers, I can make more than $5 million.
Would you rather be trapped in a room with your least favorite Kardashian for 24 hours or babysit Drake's son?
I'd babysit Adonis.
You think he'd be probably fun to hang out with? Him?
Yeah.
Play a little ball.
Little cool kid.
Yeah, very nice. Would you rather have the ability to time travel or would you rather have the ability to teleport?
Teleport, for sure. Then I'd never have to fly.
You don't like flying?
Nope.
Ooh, but you have to sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yep. All right. Here's my final question. Would you rather play one game of basketball with Michael Jordan or star in a movie with Michael B. Jordan?
Star in the movie with Michael B. Jordan. Because then we both could win. I don't want to lose before a game. When they losing, that's not even enjoyable.
Okay, those are all my questions for you today.
Those are good. That was such a pure would you rather.
Thank
Wow.
you. This was so much fun. It really was. And we're so glad that you could make it to the show, that you came out to the woods.
No matter where you are, there you are.
Oh,
Right?
that means the world to me. I appreciate that.
Wow. This is fire. Incredible. I appreciate you guys.
That's you if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, no, very clear, very clear. He's black.
Sure is.
Wow. Incredible. Man, gratitude.
Thank you so much. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
This was dope. And it got me outside. This
Yeah.
was great. This was great.
I wanted to say thank you again. I'm Umami Bee. This is Live from the Woods. You can follow us and subscribe to our YouTube. You can find us at live.fromthewoods. And you can find LaRussell, if you don't already know, at LaRussell.
Yeah, her ended off with a yee.
All right. Yee. Thank you, guys.
Nice. That was great.